Hey, how's it going? This is a Drone Access product review. It's one of the first of many. We got this white box right here, and yeah, I wonder what's in it.
I don't know.
It's kind of light. What do you think?
It could be anything.
Yeah?
It could be a banana, Steve.
Well, open it up.
Okay.
Anyways, my name is Steve. This is Cristiano, my sidekick, and we're gonna figure out what's in the box.
You gotta check this out. Look what we got here.
Wow. It's a Neutron from Flight Club, a 5-inch Stretch X prototype. That's cool. I heard a lot of good things about Flight Club. I know they got their Proton, and their Proton's pretty amazing. So this is their new line, the Neutron, and it's a prototype. So that's really cool.
It's designed for 20 by 20 stacks, actually, the next generation of flight controllers and ESCs. So you have a much smaller and lighter stack, and overall your frame is lighter than a typical 30 by 30.
So anyways, so we got this Flight Club Neutron 5-inch Stretch X prototype, and this looks like the main kit.
Then we got right here, we have a session mount, and then we have a pod for your camera, so you don't have to use a top plate. This replaces it.
That's cool. So a GoPro mount and a canopy. So this is what was in the box, and let's open it up and check it out and see what's in there. All right, well, let's check this out. We'll open up the kit here. We got some cool stickers, some parts here, Flight Club strap.
So right here it looks like we got your top plate kit. So this has your top plate and the hardware that you need to attach this to the bottom. Looks like you also got your camera mount. See, in that little baggie.
And that looks like the gel that you put for the battery. The battery will strap onto here, like non-slip. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. And then this is the amazing aluminum.
This is a
bottom plate.
Yes, custom aluminum. So most frames, you know, they use a carbon, but this is aluminum. It actually has threading in their holes, so you don't have to use a nut for the arms. And then it also got your flight controller mounting there. And then you have your carbon piece right here, which goes on the bottom of this. So you sandwich your arms in between these two.
And look at that, it matches the canopy.
Yes. While we're on the canopy, just so you can get a better look, might as well take it out of the bag. It's really nice quality. Also in the canopy bag, you got your hardware, and this is basically like the same deal as the top plate, where you have the hardware to attach to the bottom plate. You got your hardware for the pod, so you can get that hooked up with your bottom plate.
And some more parts. Looks like a couple antenna tubes. Got your axis antenna holder mount, and some grommets, some screws, little odds and ends for the build.
Yeah, these grommets are super. Here, let's see if you can hold it up close. Little orange bits in there. Those are gonna go insert into your aluminum piece here. You're gonna put your flight controller. You're gonna mount the flight controller using these little orange pieces to your aluminum plate, and that's gonna get rid of all those nasty vibrations that are messing up your your flights, so you can fly nice and smooth.
And then we got some arms. Obviously there's 4 of them.
Yeah, you can see they definitely went way ahead with the quality of these.
They're super light.
Yeah, super light.
What's
super clean.
Here, tell me how thick those things are.
So right here we got a caliper, which is gonna tell us how thick these are. And we're gonna do this in millimeters. I'm just gonna. So it looks like we got 4.29 millimeters. So this would be considered a 4 millimeter arm. Bring that scale over here. So this will measure out how heavy the part is. So we have it set in grams, which is what a lot of stuff in the hobby is measured in. So let's tear it and zero it out. So the arm weighs exactly 8.24 grams, which is super light. As you can see, let's see, you have plenty of motor protection with these 2 spikes that come out. And then instead of using all 4 holes for mounting your motor, they only went with 3. So that saves on light. Makes it lighter, of course, and then you don't have to use that extra screw. Very nice.
Well, hey, let's throw some magic on this whole thing and see it built. Here's a frame, and it looks pretty amazing. So I know that traditionally the Flight Club frames, the axis mount is actually reversed and it faces downwards. But we're gonna put it the other way. We're gonna have it facing up more traditionally. Not to say one way is right or wrong, it's just preference. And what I really like is it's definitely a signature move from Flight Club to have it facing down, but it is reversible, so that's cool. Anyways, so it color matches. It's this
nice purple
color.
So you have the purple, so you can get it in the camera, you have the purple pod and the purple plate right there. Then you have the back mount is black.
So this thing's clean. Like, I really,
yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I should have marked the table. I really like the way this thing looks. It's just the way that all the screws are sunken in, all the holes are countersunked.
That makes it nice and flat.
It is, it's super smooth.
Super.
They're using aluminum, and I'll tell you, the first thing that I noticed it's so light. It's really light and clean. All the edges have a nice smooth finish to them. I mean, this really is a quality build. Let's get it on the scale and let's see what this thing weighs.
Here we go. Zero it out. Coming in at I don't know if you can. Coming in at 75 grams.
Yeah, that's super light.
That's super light.
So anyways, we're gonna talk about the parts and stuff that we're gonna put on. This is just a first video that we're doing of this, an initial a look at the Flight Club frame and how amazing that this thing was thought and the craftsmanship behind the build is just, it's spectacular. Like, they really thought this out and put together an amazing frame. All right.
Okay, so we have this frame here, right? And what we're going to be doing we're going to be making the build video of it.
This frame.
Yeah, this
the
frame.
Flight Club Neutron 5-inch stretch X.
That's right. So what we're going to be doing with it is we're going to be doing a full 6S build, right? Isn't that right?
Yep.
So what we're going to be using is, since this frame, it only accepts 20 by 20 flight controllers and ESCs for the stack. So what we're going to be using is we're going to be using the new Emax Mini Magnum 2 stack, which is 6S capable, and that has a 35 amp, I believe, ESC, which is 6S. It has 2 capacitors on that board. It's really nice, and it has a flight controller, and it also has smart audio VTX. And then for our antenna, which will be hooked up to that stack, we'll be using the Lumineer Axie, which goes right in that mount right there. It's nice and tight. Plug that into the stack, and nice and clean. And then up front for our camera, we'll be using the Predator V3 Micro, purple, of course. We're going to be going with the purple build. And
yeah, we're gonna try to get some purple motors as well.
Yes.
To put on there.
We've done a little bit of poking around on the internet, and we saw that 3B Hobby had some really nice 2207 size 1700 kV, which is perfect for 6S purple motors that we really want to get our hands on, and hopefully we can, so we can put them on this nice build. So we'll have the purple pod, purple nameplate, purple motors, and then purple camera. It's really going to look nice. Then we can throw on whatever props we want. Some purple props.
What kind of battery you got on there? That battery looks a little small.
Yeah. So this is a 6S pack by Tattoo. It's an R line, very new on the market. I don't think a lot of people have gotten their hands on this yet. But it's 1050 95C R line HV, so you can charge us up to HV voltage.
High volt.
Yeah, and really this mini. Let's get the weight on this. This pack comes in at 170 grams, which is really light for a 6S that you can use on a nice build like this.
So the Neutron sporting the new Tattoo 6S. It's going to be a straight 6S build. This thing's going to rip. Like this drone is going to just cut that air like nothing you've ever seen. And anyways, this is part 1 of the review, just kind of an initial, we're going over the frame and we're just kind of telling you what's to come. But the next part 2 is going to be the build. And then part 3, we're gonna get it out here and we're gonna rip the skies up with it, and we're gonna show you guys how amazing this Flight Club frame on a 6S build. This frame, this build, this is gonna be capable of winning races. I'm telling you that whoever's flying this, if they have some skill, is gonna take it. And we're gonna put this to the test, and we're gonna get with multi-GP, and we're going to put it up against some other amazing builds, and we're going to just tear them up with this.
It's really going to be insane. I mean, we're going to put the highest quality components on the highest quality of frames.
And so Nirvana just released their new radio. Oh, do you know the Nirvana?
The Nirvana, yes.
The Black Knight.
Yes.
It Black Knight?
Black Knight, Nirvana. I think they kind of switch names in and out.
We're going to get that radio.
Yes.
And we're gonna put a crossfire system on this build, and we're gonna show you all the bells and whistles and what this Flight Club. I mean, I'm gonna have to say that right now, that this frame here, this is my favorite frame so far.
Yeah, same. I mean, it's really a nice frame.
I really think that this thing is gonna be the go-to. I think it's just gonna rip it. I think with all these cutting edge parts that are coming out here in 2018, I think this is going to be the one to beat.
Yeah, the new Emax stack really has made 6S, which is what everybody's running. It's made it available to the 20 by 20, which is really amazing. And with what we'll be running is a TBS Crossfire, the Nano RX that they have, super small, but also super low latency. So we're going to be super reactive on flying this thing through a racetrack and winning those races.
Yeah, I'd put my money on this guy. This is going to be a screamer. All right. Until video 2.
Oh yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Appreciate it. This joint with Flight Club, Drone Access, and Fusion Drone providing parts, and obviously Flight Club providing the frame for us to review.
Thank you so much.
Big thanks. Big shout out to Flight Club and for sending us their prototype. So yeah, tune in to Drone Access to see what comes next.